Hello everyone! Today, I'm excited to share with you some powerful life wisdom that I've gathered over the years. These insights have the potential to completely transform the way you approach life. In just a few minutes, you'll discover wisdom that will not only open the door to success, but also change your life forever. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss this. The Talmud says, when you don't have the ability to buy shoes, you can borrow from others. This way, you'll walk faster than barefoot. If you can point me to a millionaire, I'll point you to a major borrower. Everything can be borrowed: funds, technology, talent. Anything you need to use can be borrowed. The world has already prepared all the resources you need. What you have to do is gather them and let your wisdom organize them organically. This reflects the Jewish way of thinking. The core idea is that entrepreneurs should strive to borrow, to use bank funds to accomplish their goals. If you can't borrow money, doing business becomes extremely difficult. Looking at the history of Jewish entrepreneurs, you'll see they can become famous and wealthy in just 20 to 30 years. Their speed of wealth accumulation is truly astonishing. Whether in business, politics, or technology, Jewish successes are often the result of leveraging others' power and borrowing others' wisdom. A prime example is former U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, who was a master at utilizing others' strength and intelligence. He had a habit: whenever a subordinate submitted a work proposal or project, he wouldn't immediately review it. Instead, he'd leave it for a few days, then call the proposer in and ask, "Is this the best version of your proposal?" After some thought, the proposer would usually say, "It might still need improvement." Kissinger would then ask them to take it back and refine it further. When the revised proposal was submitted, Kissinger would ask, "Is this your best work? Is there a better way?" This would lead the proposer to think even deeper, and they would go back for another round of revisions. This process of making others think deeply and use their best intelligence to improve upon their ideas, all while achieving Kissinger's goals, is a brilliant strategy and reflects a common success principle among Jewish people. Another example is Jewish entrepreneur Michel Friebel, who turned a small food shop into one of the world's largest grain trading companies. In large part due to his ability to leverage advanced communication technologies and recruit highly skilled management and technical talent. He was willing to invest heavily in the best communication equipment and pay top salaries to attract highly capable professionals. As a result, his company had a competitive edge, staying ahead of others with up-to-date information and superior operational skills. Though he spent a lot to gain these advantages, the profits from leveraging these resources were far greater than his initial investment. He was able to eat a small loss and gain big benefits. Another example is the world-renowned shipping magnate, Onassis. However, compared to Louis Vuitton, Onassis seems like a small player. Vuitton owned 6 of the largest oil tankers in the world at the time, and was involved in various industries like tourism, real estate, and natural resource development. Vuitton's first business venture was a single-ship deal. He salvaged a 26-foot diesel-powered ship that had been abandoned on the ocean floor for years, spent for months repairing it, and then leased it out to earn $500. This small success made him happy and grateful for the loan from his father. He realized how crucial borrowing was for a poor person starting out in business. In his early years, Vuitton often found himself in debt and on the brink of bankruptcy. But as he approached his 30s, inspiration struck, and he had a breakthrough idea. He went to several banks in New York, hoping to borrow money to buy a used freighter, which he planned to convert into an oil tanker for higher profits. However, his loan requests were rejected because he had no collateral. Then Vuitton had an unorthodox idea. He owned an old oil tanker that could only be used for sailing, but he leased it to an oil company at a low price. He then went to a bank manager and told him that the oil company was leasing his ship and that the rent payments would go directly to the bank to cover the loan interest. After several rounds of negotiation, J.P. Morgan Chase Bank agreed to lend him the money. This was an unusual and ingenious approach. Though Vuitton had no collateral, the oil company was profitable, and as long as there was no catastrophe, their rent payments would arrive on time. Vuitton had calculated carefully. The oil company's rent exactly covered his loan payments. It seemed absurd, but it marked the beginning of his success. With the loan, he bought the freighter and converted it into a powerful oil tanker. He used the same strategy again, leasing the tanker, borrowing more money, buying another ship, and repeating the process. Like a snowball, his fleet grew rapidly, and each time he paid off a loan, the ship became his property. Eventually, All the leased ships were fully owned by him. View's success was based on his unique ability to leverage others' resources to build his own empire. On one hand, leasing the ship to an oil company provided a backdrop for his business dealings and ensured steady cash flow. The bank was happy to lend him money because the lease payments guaranteed the loan would be repaid. On the other hand, he used borrowed money to acquire more ships, which he leased out again, borrowing more, and so on. The more ships he leased, the more his influence and financial power grew, which enabled him to borrow even more. Thus, his wealth grew exponentially, like a snowball effect. This shows that Jews not only excel at using other people's money, but they are also brilliant at leveraging others' strength and resources to build their own success. If you want to lead a truly fulfilling and meaningful life, now is the time to start applying this wisdom to your daily routine. Don't wait, take action today to transform your life. And if you found this helpful, make sure to hit the like button, share with friends who could benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Join our community and start living your best life.